The intensity of illumination from a light source varies inversely with the square of the distance from the light source. A photoelectric cell is placed 8 inches from the light source. Then it is moved so that it receives only 1/4 as much illumination. How far is it from the light source? Well, let's first find our equation. In the first sentence, it says the intensity, which we'll let be I, is equal to what? It's inversely proportional to the square of the distance. So let's call the distance d. So inversely means division. So we'll have k over, it said the distance squared, so it's d squared. So our formula is I equals to k over d squared. Now notice what it gives us. It says a photoelectric cell is placed 8 inches, so that's d, from the light source. Then it is moved so that it receives only 1/4 as much illumination. Well, we'll assume here that it received 1 was its illumination, so we move it. In our second set of values, our intensity is 1/4. We want to know what is the distance. So with this problem, we now have our equation and we have our 2 sets of information. So let's use our first set of information to find k. We can plug in 1 for I equal to k over 8 squared. So you have 1 is equal to k over 64. Multiplying through by 64, you get k equals to 64. So our constant of variation is 64. So we can write I as 64 over d squared. So now let's take our second set of conditions. We know that I is 1/4 equal to 64 over, well, do we know what d is? No, d is what we're looking for, so we'll leave it as d squared. If you take the cross product, you get d squared is equal to 256. Taking the square root of both sides, square root of 256 is 16 inches. So our distance when you take 1/4 of the illumination will be 16 inches away from our source.